Welcome back to Command & Conquer Tiberian Dawn. Welcome back to Mission 12 for GDI, which I may have called Mission 11 last time, not entirely sure. This time we're not going to go to Albania, we're going to go to Bulgaria, if I remember correctly. Here we go.
GDI-funded research shows the following incidents of Tiberium-related illnesses. Respiratory ailments. Reproductive ailments. Immune system ailments. Tiberium-related deaths. Spores emitted by Tiberium-infected plants appear to be a source of Tiberium-related illnesses. The world scientific community is focusing its research on this deadly spore.
Tiberium is a new life form. Quite simply put, it seems to be adapting the Earth's terrain, foliage, and environment to suit its own alien nature. If this is the case, ladies and gentlemen, we are facing a killer beyond that of our most turbulent nightmares. It is not an exaggeration to state that the future of the entire planet may be in jeopardy. May God have mercy on our souls.
Sorry to interrupt your briefing, Commander, but we need your help now. Kane discovered we were hiding Mobius, and he's throwing everything at us but the kitchen sink. It's up to you to mobilize the strike force. Acquire Mobius and rendezvous with the rescue choppers. Mobius may be crazy, but he holds the key to this Tiberium riddle. Good luck.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Here we go. This is another post-commentary. I actually assumed that this map here would be the more challenging option, but it turned out to be not the case. So there's still those base defenses there. Again, because you can sell those because they aren't really that effective at being able to target enemy units that are approaching at the same time as the advanced guard tower. And you really want the advanced guard tower because not for the most part sends infantry and light vehicles. Not really that many light tanks. Which I guess light tanks are not really a light vehicle, not in the context of this game here. So that's generally something that the advanced guard can deal with quite well. It's not effective against heavy armor, but it's pretty much effective against anything else. Otherwise, the base is exactly set up as it is in the previous mission. You have they're all the same buildings. The only difference is that you have two advanced guard towers. But you also have two entrances. But the overall it's not that much more difficult, and I think not primarily attacks from one side anyway. And Nod's base is exactly set up the same way. They have two SAM sites at their base, one in the north, as well as the four around your base. And once more, if you don't destroy any of those, then Nod will have low power. And in this map here, what's a bit trickier is that if you move out of your base, you're very likely, if you cross a bridge or you go east, you're very likely to hit one of the attack triggers. It's not that dramatic because you generally have enough forces to just waltz over Nod, but just be aware of that if you do that and spend some more time on the map here. But overall, not that difficult. And they do start with the two obelisks, but again, they do have low power initially. So there isn't really much they can do if you just move into their base, because they do have some infantry, they have like one or two light tanks and maybe some buggies or so. No cycles. Nod doesn't build cycles anyway. In the campaign they never build cycles. They might have cycles in the beginning, or maybe get them as reinforcements, even though I don't recall that being the case anywhere. But they never build any cycles, and even cycles aren't that common on the maps. So I'm not sure when the first time that you actually see a cycle on any of... in the GDI. Do you see cycles ever? Maybe there are probably some maps where you have cycles. The final one maybe. I don't recall any of them from the top of my head, but there are probably some. But since I never built any, they're still pretty rare to see, which is to your advantage because they're pretty fast and they can be pretty annoying, especially if a couple of them target your harvester. They can so they can be quite the pest. Of course, there's a bridge here. Still amazed how well this works, considering I've played older games well, older in the sense of, actually I guess younger games. Games from a younger date, where that doesn't work as well. But yeah, generally speaking, not that much of a problem. We're just gonna waltz into this base here because we don't want to destroy this obelisk. If we destroy any of the obelisk or any of the SAM sites, then not going to get the obelisk powered up, and you do want to avoid that at any cost. So the infantry is a bit annoying, but you can generally just use your artillery here to take them out. It's really effective against them, or you can just use your transport. Maybe kill one of these power plants here at least, so that means the obelisk will stay down until you maybe kill both of them. And yeah, this is almost everything that Nod has. They have some more troops, but it's not that big of a deal. And we had almost no casualties here. So this will be the second production facility. Once that is down, plus the construction yard, that's going to be it. That's all they have. They do have full coffers, but if you don't really give them much time to build anything, then you're generally fine. Here's the final advanced power plant. They're not actually that good a deal because they cost 700 credits, but they only give you double the amount of power that a regular power plant gives you, so you end up paying a bit more for the same amount of power, but the one thing you do save is space. But you don't even save time, because it all takes building one advanced power plant takes more than twice as long as building two regular ones. But yeah, you do save some space. Yeah, of course, again, we need to destroy those SAM sites that are miles away from our base. I guess we want to be really safe here with Möbius, because he's a valuable asset. Okay, and that was it already for Nod's base. So that's it. Nothing they can do about it. You can also take over the base if you build maybe an engineer too. You can probably quite easily at least take over their construction yard. But at that stage, you've already crippled the base, so who even cares? And the turrets are a lot less of a threat once they can't rebuild them. That's really the most annoying part, that in a lot of other maps, if you destroy the turrets first and then you move in and try to target the construction yard, the turrets just pop back up, and they can be a bit annoying. There's also a crate, which is this time not in a village. I don't think there's a village on this map here. It's right next to that SAM site. You can see it there, northeast of the SAM site. Not really necessary, but you can grab it first if you want to. It's easy to grab even if you don't want to challenge. There's a lot on this bridge here, or this crossing of the bridge, but not that much of a problem. Boom, there we go. Yeah, that's what happens when you cluster flame troops. That's the price you pay. And that's pretty much it. Now it's just down to mopping up the SAM site around the base, and that's it. You can actually destroy this one here with your advanced guard tower. It's not going to attack it automatically, because your base defenses never target enemy buildings in general. Base defense or not automatically. Which also means if you use them as defenses, and like in an enemy base, we'll just let them pop up. Be advised that you have to manually target stuff all the time, and you also can't have them fire on the ground. That's not a thing with this guard tower here. That's just a lone minigunner. That's it already. You can overrun not quite easily, way more easily than I actually thought. Thought it would be a bit more challenging, but that's not the case here. Then again, it does rely on map knowledge, and also relies on not trying to hold out or anything. Just go over there, and that will be it. And I think that's also all that Nod has left, except for those 4 Tiberium silos. But no need to take those over, because you can't transfer any credits to the next mission, even if you... Well, I don't think you can. You definitely can't transfer any into this mission. Even if you could for the next mission, it's not really that needed. The next one's one you can even beat without building a base, even though that's not really necessary either.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Also one of my favorite missions on casual, just because you can easily just use the first transport to transport Möbius out, like on the remaster, because it just won't die.
Mission
and there we go.
Accomplished.
Yep, no problem whatsoever. Efficiency 9%, I disagree with that, but as I said before, the efficiency score doesn't really indicate how efficient you were, at least not in the way that you might think. It does just, it's just calculated via like a formula. There's no way of assessing how good you were. I don't think that would be possible at a game from this age here. Ooh, second place as well. So yeah, that was it already. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Take care and goodbye.